Welcome to our US Briefing Show. Today, we're diving into some big headlines shaking up America. First up, Donald Trump is juggling two major challenges. Domestically, he's pushing hard to get a key spending bill through Congress, but faces plenty of opposition from both parties. Internationally, he's trying to broker peace in Ukraine, but skepticism remains, especially with his upcoming call with Putin. It's a high-stakes game of politics and diplomacy. Next, Trump's involvement in the crypto world is making headlines, hosting a star-studded memecoin dinner at his golf club, which has critics raising eyebrows about potential conflicts of interest. Meanwhile, he's also under fire for accepting a luxury jet gift from Qatar, sparking accusations of corruption. It's a whirlwind of money, politics, and controversy. Finally, former President Joe Biden is battling an aggressive form of prostate cancer with a high Gleason score, meaning it's pretty serious. But thanks to recent advances in treatment, there's still hope for managing the disease and prolonging his life. It's a reminder of how health battles can impact even the highest leaders. Please continue to stay tuned for all the details. CNN reports that Donald Trump is currently navigating a tumultuous period, facing dual challenges that threaten to undermine his carefully crafted image as a master negotiator. Domestically, he is exerting immense pressure on the fractured Republican House to pass a comprehensive spending bill, which includes significant tax cuts, increased defense spending, and border security measures. However, these provisions are causing internal strife within the GOP, especially as moderate Republicans resist steep cuts to Medicaid and food assistance, exposing the fragile coalition Trump relies on. Meanwhile, internationally, Trump's credibility is being scrutinized as he attempts to broker peace in Ukraine, with a pivotal phone call scheduled with Vladimir Putin that could reveal whether Trump's diplomatic efforts are genuine or merely performative. His belief that he alone can influence Putin is being tested, especially as Moscow shows little sign of budging, casting doubt on the effectiveness of Trump's approach and raising questions about his sincerity in seeking peace. South China Morning Post highlights the bizarre intersection of politics and profit as Donald Trump hosts a lavish dinner for over 200 top buyers of his $Trump memecoin at his exclusive golf club near Washington. This event, which offers private meetings and White House tours to the wealthiest investors, exemplifies Trump's increasingly blurred lines between his political persona and business ventures. Launched just days before his inauguration, the cryptocurrency has already generated hundreds of millions in trading fees for Trump's family, amid widespread criticism that it exploits his political influence for personal gain. Critics argue that the event and the memecoin's surge in value, followed by rapid sell-offs, highlight the risks of such ventures undermining public trust and potentially allowing foreign actors to buy influence. The controversy is further complicated by the broader debate over regulation in the digital currency space, with Democrats warning that these ventures threaten to erode the integrity of the presidency and the political process. Yahoo US reports that Donald Trump is under mounting scrutiny for accepting a $400 million luxury jet from Qatar, a gift that Democratic Senator Chris Murphy condemns as the definition of corruption. The gift has sparked bipartisan outrage, with some Republicans also voicing concerns over conflicts of interest. Trump responded defensively, claiming the jet was a gift to the United States, not personally to him, but critics dispute this narrative. Meanwhile, the political landscape is also marked by a rising tide of legal opposition to Trump's policies, as more than 200 lawsuits challenge his administration's actions, reflecting a robust judicial resistance. Additionally, Trump's recent efforts to cut funding to the Justice Department and his attack on major law firms have prompted some lawyers to establish new firms to oppose his initiatives. Amid these controversies, Trump's influence remains potent, but his actions continue to stir debate about the ethical boundaries of his presidency and the potential for conflicts of interest to undermine his political legitimacy. The Foreign Policy article vividly illustrates the Trump administration's drastic shift in U.S. policy toward Africa, emphasizing a transactional approach that prioritizes immediate gains over long-term engagement. The administration's budget cuts to vital aid agencies like USAID threaten to cause a surge in HIV infections, AIDS-related deaths, and extreme poverty across the continent. Leaked documents reveal a possible retreat from strategic commitments, including plans to dismantle Africa-focused military commands and close embassies, signaling a move away from Africa as a partner in global security and development. Instead of withdrawing, the article advocates for a smarter, partnership-based transactionalism that supports African regional organizations, counters threats like terrorism and organized crime at their source, and leverages Africa's influence in international institutions like the UN. Success stories such as the Gulf of Guinea's maritime security efforts demonstrate that African-led solutions, supported by U.S. backing, can yield significant security gains without a heavy military footprint, reinforcing the importance of strategic support for African institutions, which are crucial in addressing transnational challenges like drug trafficking, migration, and health crises. The Australian Broadcasting Corporation reports on Joe Biden's recent diagnosis of an aggressive prostate cancer with a Gleason score of 9, indicating a high risk of rapid spread and a stage 4 metastasis to the bone. The article explains that a Gleason score assesses how abnormal prostate cancer cells look under a microscope, with higher scores signifying more aggressive cancers. Biden's prognosis is cautiously optimistic. His cancer appears hormone-sensitive, offering effective treatment options such as hormone therapy, which aims to slow disease progression. Despite the grim nature of a Gleason 9 diagnosis, advances in medical treatment, including emerging therapies like PSMA-targeted radiotherapy, provide hope for extending survival and maintaining quality of life. The article underscores that early detection through PSA testing is vital, especially for men over 40 or those with a family history, as prostate cancer often remains asymptomatic in early stages but can become life-threatening once metastasized. Biden's case highlights the importance of ongoing research, early diagnosis, and personalized treatment strategies in managing aggressive prostate cancers. The South China Morning Post details the ongoing impact of the U.S.-China trade war on Hong Kong manufacturers, revealing how the 90-day tariff pause has temporarily alleviated some burdens but also exposed vulnerabilities. Industry insiders report unlawful demands from American importers seeking to evade tariffs, such as relabeling products or rerouting shipments through third countries like Singapore, which raises legal and ethical concerns. Many Hong Kong businesses, like lingerie maker Elle and a lingerie and toy producer Winwood Corporation, are proactively diversifying their supply chains to countries like Vietnam, Thailand, and Indonesia to mitigate geopolitical risks and avoid future tariff hikes. These companies face mounting pressure to absorb costs or pass them on to consumers, with some U.S. clients insisting on sharing tariff costs, an untenable demand given their slim profit margins. Experts emphasize the importance of supply chain resilience, strategic diversification, and insurance tools to navigate ongoing trade uncertainties. As manufacturers brace for potential tariff increases, their efforts to expand into new markets and establish local production facilities underscore the global ripple effects of geopolitical tensions and the necessity for adaptive, forward-looking business strategies. CNN reports that China has imposed significant anti-dumping duties, reaching as high as 74.9%, on imports of POM copolymers, an engineering plastic capable of replacing metals like copper and zinc, originating from the United States, the European Union, Japan, and Taiwan. This move follows a probe initiated in May 2024, shortly after the U.S. increased tariffs on Chinese electric vehicles and computer chips, amid ongoing tensions in the trade war. The duties vary by country, with the U.S. facing the steepest at nearly 75%, while European, Japanese, and Taiwanese imports are subjected to duties ranging from around 3.8% to 35.5%. The announcement comes amid cautious optimism that the U.S.-China trade war may be easing, as both nations agreed to reduce reciprocal tariffs in a 90-day truce, a deal potentially extendable, though the global trading system faces ongoing challenges, as highlighted by the Asia-Pacific Economic Cooperation. Meanwhile, China's economy shows signs of strain, despite some resilience in industrial output, which grew 6.1% in April, above expectations. Retail sales and property investments continue to slow, with retail sales rising only 5.1% and property investments dropping over 10%, signaling a cautious economic outlook amid sluggish domestic demand and the lingering impact of tariffs. Asian markets reacted negatively to this mixed economic data, reflecting concerns about the country's economic momentum amid ongoing trade tensions. Thank you for tuning in. The content above showcases the latest briefing reports and analytical synopses, thoughtfully curated by the 6Do team. These insights stem from a wide array of reputable media outlets, think tanks, government sources, and specialized experts worldwide. We encourage you to explore these sources for a comprehensive perspective. Keep in mind that while the content may not always align with the official standpoint of 6Do Brief, it's not meant to be taken as absolute directives for decision-making. Comprising seasoned media professionals, learned scholars, and accomplished scientists, the 6Do team embodies a trailblazing, fully independent media entity. To customize 6Do Brief to meet your professional needs, you have the option to subscribe to a diverse array of briefings on our website, 6dobrief.com. Regardless of your location, you can conveniently receive 6Do Brief via email.
News breaks, buzz the ground. Stories spin, walls come down. Voices merge in the sound. Faces mix in the crowd. Broadcasters paint the scene. World events on our screen. Every link a different theme. Words collide in the stream. 6 degrees connect the dots. Background stories more than us. Hear the voices rise aloft. Truth unveils in every spot. Cultures clash across the globe. Spin the threads in a strobe. Every story wears a robe. Truth and lies in their code. Journalists dig real deep. Secrets out, they don't sleep. Every angle they will keep. In the news we take a leap. New perspectives day by day.